Hey guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing today? And what another wonderful day in the market. Seems like we just can't catch a break these last couple of days. But I have a feeling a break is coming, hopefully. So, definitely lots of stuff going on in the markets, and these new margin calls are really affecting some companies. I guess I consider myself still doing really well to be up 10% this year because there are a lot of hedge funds and banks and ETFs that have just gotten slaughtered in the market. So overall, I can't complain. But let's get right into it. What did we do today? What did we do? Well, let me show you guys. So we have our down 222,000 today. IDEX actually was down for a while, up a little, wound up 1 cent today. So that was our only positive pretty much today. Jaguar Health got slaughtered again, down 13 cents. This could be either this is going nowhere, or this could be a buying opportunity at if it hits about $1.50 again. That's where it bounced off that last time, almost to $3. So could be some opportunity there. CTYX had that news on Friday about news coming. We still didn't get the news we were hoping for, so it looks today down a little bit. Gold-rich mining today up a little bit, not much there. And then CCIV, that's our big play now. And this is going to be interesting. I thought CCIV was going to hold a little bit better. That's why I jumped in and bought some more at the end of the day. And you just got to be able to take advantage of these average downs and make sure to like Kenny always says, he loves the dips, and there's going to be a lot of dips in this market. It's been a crazy marketplace. And then GameStop today, of course, it was up, it was down, it finished actually up 30 whole cents, but I have closed the position. I was waiting and I was debating, and then I looked at it and I said, I could write up the 120s or 125s, and I would have made about a buck and a half. So on 100,000 or 1,100 contracts, I had about 150,000 I could have made if I wanted to tie up 2.5 million in margin and ride up to like the 125s. The downfall, if I do that, I'm tying up 2.5 million in margin and buying power. I would, pick up this other 80,000 that was left, and I would have picked up the thing. But if this thing tanks, I could, potentially, if it went below 100 and I wrote the 125s, potentially I could be down $2.5 million. And I, I just can't read this thing. I expect it to come down. Couple of things. This thing goes up, I'm going to buy more puts. I'm going to do the same thing over, but I definitely know how to do it better this coming time, and I'll go out a little bit longer on it with a play and probably do a few less contracts. But and if it goes all the way down, you know what? Maybe I'll actually buy some. If this thing comes all the way down again to low hundreds, maybe I'll buy 10,000 shares, and we'll hope it goes up 50 points and make a 500,000 that way. I don't care how I make money. This is Raja Makes Money. We can make money betting on it going up, going down, going sideways. Lots of ways in the stock market to make money buying a stock itself directly, or just playing options and puts and calls, with the options. So, but that's where we are today. These are the trades I made. All my Patreon members, big shout out to you guys. Thank you for your Patreon support. And you guys got all my trades in real time. The first one was when I sold 400 contracts of CCIV at $1.35. I was hoping I had already caught the dip. Then I sold 200 more contracts at $1.70, and then I sold 200 more contracts at $1.95, and of course it closed at $1.97. So right now we are definitely underwater on all our contracts. I could sell. I was thinking, I could sell a lot more if it goes down. I actually looked at selling the more of the 24s, but I said, with it being down a little bit, for that extra premium, if it runs, I felt it was a little safer just to do the 23s. So that's why I did that. And then GameStop, we bought all our contracts back at 75 cents and closed that position out. So those are the moves we made today. In other news, stock futures are higher after the Dow closes at a record. So the Dow hit a new record. S&P was down a little bit today, and NASDAQ down. The big news is the shipping container that was stalled. That is unstuck now and moving. So that's good news in the marketplace. That means that hopefully stuff will come back to normal in the next 10 days, and ports and everything will be back to going well. Bitcoin today actually rallying. I was surprised because, like I said, on the weekends it seems to go up and then it seems to come down during the weekdays, but it's staying pretty strong today, back up to the 58,000. And the other day was all the way down to about $51,000, and definitely want to do that. So GameStop, a lot of people have been asking, how did we wind up on the whole GameStop trade? So on the whole GameStop trade, from buying the puts and all the hedges we did, if we would have left all our hedges last week alone when it had that huge drop and then the huge run up again, we would have finished off profitable. Basically, with GameStop, I lost about $150,000 over the 3-week period doing it. If I had more buying power on a couple of weeks with the hedges, we would have been able to write those larger hedges, and it would have definitely done much better. Unfortunately, like I said, we didn't have it, and that's how it wound up for us. So it is what it is. We tried it, but like I said, I am now more experienced in it, more ready to do it, and really blow it out. So it'll definitely be good. Also, big shout out to Kenny and the research team. He had a bunch of hot stocks today, and I'm going to try and free up some, now that we have some more buying power and some more time and stuff, try and play some more of those and stuff. But yeah, just lots of stuff going on. These markets have been crazy, just, with so much random things happening. It's like you think, you just think you can catch a break, I guess, and you just don't. You had, first obviously the COVID, then we had fires in the summertime. Now, with the vaccinations, places are getting them, some aren't. Side effects, new variants, and of course now then, a shipping channel that's 13% of the global trade gets blocked. So it's been crazy, all the stuff going on, and trying to make sure that it all works, but. Is what it is. But some other news. Do you see this about Tesla double charging customers today? So that'll be interesting. Have to see if that affects Tesla stocks some more. Also, Tesla today touched back down into the 500s and then bounced off of it. So had a nice little comeback. Let's see where it's at. I didn't see. I think it closed around 608, maybe 610, if I remember. This will load. Oops, Tesla TSLA. Yeah, 611. So nice little comeback, down a little bit after hours. But yeah, Tesla today got as low as 596, back to the 100s. But like I said, we're up 10, like I said earlier, we're up 10% in this market. I think we're doing really, really well. While the Dow is having all-time highs, a lot of the technology isn't, and a lot of these big ETFs and traders, they are losing money in the market. They're down for the year. So we were up tremendously last year, and we're still up, so we're doing great. But you guys, especially my Patreon members, take advantage of these swing trades with Kenny. He's got so many of them that within minutes you can make so much money so quickly. Remember, these are just our opinions. We just share them for entertainment value. But all our Patreon members in the private Facebook Patreon group, and if you're not in there, I got a couple more people added this weekend who hit me up. If you're not in there, you don't know why you didn't get added or you couldn't figure it out, get a hold of us so we can help you get added to the group. So, all right, take some questions from you guys. And Marjorie says, Mr. Wong, his hedges on Viacom, Discovery, and CVS. I think Viacom at 45, 46 is pretty steady. Also, Andy says, what do you think about Viacom? I don't think it's going to go much lower. I think, like I showed and we talked about it on Sunday, this thing ran up, and I think it's going to stay. This is where it was really valued at. I mean, it had that huge spike out of nowhere. So I honestly think Viacom is pretty steady here. If you look at the 6-month chart on it, I mean, it was a $35, $40 stock that took off, and now it's back here. So I like Viacom. I think it's a good. I think it's a good price. It's a dip. I think dip from those highs. So I think it's a good entry point. And with this margin changes and some of the other stuff, and that hedge fund from China, I don't know. Some of that didn't even make any sense. So definitely have to check it out. Oh, well, thank you, the Big Jackpot. $5 super chat. Nice studio. Thank you so much. Very appreciated of the Big Jackpot to stop by. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow night I am live on the Big Jackpot channel, and I have a special guest joining me. So it should be fun. You guys You guys have seen her before on my show. It's not Lacey. It's somebody else who's been on my show a couple of times. That very popular, has like 3 million followers on her Instagram. So you're not going to want to miss it. She's coming on the show tomorrow with me. So it'll be a good time. But yeah, I mean, there's so much going on in the marketplace. Take a listen. What do you think of PSTH by Bill Ackman? It looks like $20 is the bottom. PSTH. Another SPAC deal, I'm assuming. Or is this is this a SPAC play, right? Yeah. Or no, it's not a SPAC play. Yeah. Is this a SPAC? I don't know. I thought this was this is a SPAC, correct? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Same thing. This thing was around, this range and everything. But it's the same thing like with CCIV, and that's what we're playing now. I think CCIV has a lot of at this $21. I think this is where the base is at $21 or so, right in here. We know the pipe's at 15, so we can ride this thing out, and it'll be definitely interesting how it plays out for us. CCIV this week. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully we see it above $24 on Friday, or Thursday, because it's only got 3 more days to make it this week. It's a short week. Marco Polo, Bitcoin and Tesla seem to be trending in the same direction lately. Bitcoin might be on the rise this week, so look for a good week from Tesla as well. So I would have to disagree with that, because Tesla, from when he announced buying Bitcoin and the stock being, $880 is all the way down to $610 right now. And Bitcoin, it's back up to 58,000, near its $62,000 high. I don't know. This is going to be the big thing. And this is what we talked about. Whatever price Bitcoin is on Thursday, on Wednesday, because that's the end of the quarter, for reporting and for Tesla and everything. If Bitcoin is at an all-time high, they're going to have huge gains in Bitcoin. But unless they sell that Bitcoin, that while they have huge gains on paper, that doesn't equate to profit. So unless they liquidated their Bitcoin position and they, got in at $40,000 and at $60,000, they did a 1.5 billion worth, they would have a $750 million gain. That'd be more than the company's made in total ever. It would be huge. The downfall is they haven't sold it yet. So having a paper gain really is not, like I said, it's going to look good. It's going to sound good. But what do they really make? And then if Bitcoin all of a sudden tomorrow, goes to $40,000, goes to $20,000, they could have a $750 million loss. They could destroy themselves. And not just Tesla, it'd be any company using Bitcoin and doing this stuff. So it's going to be very interesting what companies do and how they play the whole Bitcoin craze and everything, because it is it's definitely a craze, and it's going to be interesting, like I said, how that plays out and how it goes. But definitely look at it more. Jeff Scott, I heard that AMC and GameStop and Sundial could go to zero. True or false? I think 100% true. I think AMC was up a little bit today when I was looking at it earlier. I'm waiting for this one to get back to that $14. This thing at $14 is the short of all shorts. Yeah, will it go to zero? No. Should it go to $5 or $6? Yes. GameStop, should it go to $50? 40 to 50? Yes. Sundial, I don't know. That if they have some incredible news or something big happens, or some big changes in the marijuana space, maybe it'll do something different and stuff. So somebody says, Junior says, where do you hear that, Jeff? So Blue Acquisition. Hey, Raja, at 121, do you think Apple is on sale and a good long-term buy? I like Apple. I would be 100% playing Apple more right now. The problem is all these brokerage firms have changed all their margin requirements. So it is getting tough to really leverage your money and make a lot of money like I was able to do all of last year. And also it's going to be very tough because the good news is the same restrictions and things that apply to me apply to all these hedge funds and everybody else in the marketplace. So, for example, if we look at Apple today, and like I said, I think Apple at 121 is a great value. I think it's going to come back. I don't think it's bottomed out. It could go a little higher, but I think it's near a bottom. I've said forever that Apple at has a lot of support at that 120, especially 115, stuff like that. But Apple's at 121. If you want to play it safe and the way it's moved and the market's been moving, you write the 119, it's 50 cents. I could write, 800 contracts for $40,000 for the entire week. Which, you know what? I mean, maybe we just do stuff that we make 100,000 a week and we call it good. But there's a lot better stuff that you can leverage to try and make a lot more money with. So that's why, for example, with CCIV, if we can get a little bounce or we can catch this right, we have almost $400,000 in this. If I write another, 600 contracts of a 23 at $2 for 120 grand, and CCIV closes at $24 on Thursday, I could have I could be back up $500,000. So, and like I said too, I have a lot of confidence in CCIV at this level. I'll keep rolling. I'm going to roll this out. I'll roll these out every week until they're above $24, $23, and make a profit, because it's not going below $15. We 100% know that, and it should definitely stay way above that. We also last week watched CCIV run all the way to $32 and run all the way back down. So I think we just got to get electric vehicles back in focus, people talking about them again, and you'll see them doing well. I didn't even look at NIO today. Was that back down again more? It was like 34, 35, yeah. So, it's all of them, but I think, some of these newer ones have a lot more opportunity to go up than they do down. Also, guys, if it's your first time watching, you haven't subscribed yet to Raja Makes Money, make sure you click on the subscribe button on YouTube and click on the follow button on Facebook, and make sure you have your notification bells engaged on both, because you're not going to know when we go live. Not going to want to miss that. Also, big shout out to all my YouTube sponsors watching. Have access to those really cool emojis in chat today. So, let's see. Jerry says, is not Kenny, the Click Father, Kevin's daughter, bankrupt yet from CCIV? She was loving it at 50. No, I think she's still doing good. She had Tesla. She had a few ones that have done really well, and hopefully they continue to do well for her. Like I said, in this crazy turbulent market, and you look at some of the biggest names out there and how much they are down, I think we've done really well, even being up only 10% for the year. Most people, if your money's in the bank, you didn't even make 0.25% for the year. So we've done pretty good. Can't complain at all. But so here's an intelligent question. Linda says, so how much of your $5 million have you lost so far? Well, Linda, my account balance right now at this moment is $5,504,000. So either you're a troll or that was a very ignorant question that you're asking, because I am up for the year $504,000, a little over 10%. So hopefully that answers your question, and this is how you can read the account value. Marjorie Vargas says the more fuel goes up, the better the electric car looks. And that's true. As fuel prices rise, and obviously electric vehicles are the thing of the future. Today, Volkswagen slipped and put out the name of their new car coming out, like the Volt Nugget or Volt something. I can't remember the name of it. I saw. Let me see if I can. Volkswagen, the Volkswagen. So. That was, sure guys, that was right here on the news today. So they have an electric car. Everybody's going to get into it. So it'll definitely be in there. Also, Catherine Wood said she's going to start a space EFT this week on Wednesday or Thursday, Tuesday. I don't know. One of these days this week. So now, some of these space stocks are in play. But it's going to be interesting. What is in play and what looks the best. Like I said, stuff goes up, stuff goes down. You never know where it's going. Markets open the day down and then skyrocket up. Markets open up and tank. But it'll be interesting. You got the end of the quarter on Wednesday, and then I think a couple of things. If the end of the quarter goes shaky, we'll probably see a nice little bounce on April 1st for the start of the quarter. If the end of the quarter is really strong, you could see some sell-off into on Thursday for April 1st for the last day of the week. Like I said, a lot of these companies, for 401ks and, and different stuff, they like to do what they call window dressing, try and run up these stock prices a little bit. So when people get mailed their final quarterly statement, they look really good. So definitely be interesting and stuff. Kenny and the research team has a hot stock pick, NRPI. This was another one that I think it was almost a near high today, NRP Stone. But really rallying. So take a look at this one. If you guys Everyone in our Patreon group had this one early, so this one's done tremendous here these last couple of days. So keep watching it to keep going and stuff. So it should be a good one. But hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for Raja Makes Money. And like I said, thank you for telling your friends, telling everyone about us. Much appreciated. And wishing you guys the best of luck tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll have a nice comeback tomorrow. Love to see CIV run $1 or $2 tomorrow. Will make for a nice end of the month coming up. But if it doesn't, well, like I said, Kenny loves the dips. I'll buy more on the dip of CCIV or something out there. We'll have some fun, make some money. And hey, guys, take care. And I'll see you tomorrow for, oh, and don't forget, earlier show tomorrow or 4 o'clock start because we got live play at the casino. So I'll see you guys for some more Raja Makes Money. Take care, guys, and have a great